Every man wants to be a winner in their lives. The word win is subjective and can have multiple meanings for different people. Some might think that the definition of being a winner is being the best at a certain video game. Another may think that winning is finally getting that big promotion at their job, and one may even think that winning is building the body of their dreams. Though these are all very different scenarios, they have one thing in common that brought them a sense of fulfillment. The common denominator of these three scenarios is that they were all consistent with their craft to overall gain a sense of achievement and happiness, which in the end equates to being a winner. The gamer was consistent in playing. The guy who got the promotion was consistent with his sales and work output, and the guy at the gym was consistent with his workouts. The most consistent man will win in all aspects of life. If everyone were to be consistent, everyone would be talented, everyone would have great wealth, and people would actually be living the lives of their dreams. But that is where the problem comes in. Most people aren't consistent nowadays. And this means that people are moving further and further away from the lives they dream of living. But it makes sense why people stray away from the lifestyle of being consistent. Consistency takes work and effort. Today, we live in a comfortable stage of history where no one wants to step outside of their comfort zone or even attempt to do anything difficult to improve their lives. Everything nowadays is given to you, and the thought of working for something is unattractive to the average person. This reminds me of when I first started to work out. It was a Saturday night in the middle of summer break. I was at the pool with two of my close friends from high school, and they were asking me if I wanted to start working out with them. I accepted their offer to start working out with them, and our first workout session would be that upcoming Monday. Monday finally came, and we hit the gym for the first time. We had a good workout, and the plan was to go to the gym the following day as well. We would go to the gym for about a month consistently, but then it started to slow down. I felt that as time passed, my motivation was dying off little by little. Some days I would be too tired to go and would sleep in instead of working out. Long story short, I would start going less and less and less to the gym, and eventually I just stopped going overall. I lost all the muscle I had built and was basically back to where I was before I started to work out. If I had still been consistent with my workouts since that very first time I went to the gym, I would have the body of my dreams and would be way stronger than I am today. But that is what I get for being inconsistent with myself. I know for a fact many of you guys have related to the story I've mentioned in some way, whether it's difficulty staying consistent or just losing motivation throughout your journey. But this is why this video is here. I will now go through how being consistent will improve your life in a positive manner. Then I will teach you how to be consistent once and for all. And finally, I will mention the dark side of consistency, which will actually surprise you. So imagine you want to make your high school basketball team and there's only one spot left on the team. Let's say you're pretty good at the sport and you can actually ball, but your competition is a guy who practices consistently every single day. Tryouts finally come and you didn't make the team. The coach ended up choosing the guy who practices consistently because since he practices on a consistent basis, he's just overall better than you. Let me give you another example. Let's say you go to the gym about 3 times a week and you have built a decent frame for yourself. You now think you have a decent body and that you can attract the girls that you desire. Saturday comes around and you go to a party that you were invited to. You get to the party and you start talking to Katie. Katie is a girl you've been trying to attract for the past couple of weeks. You talk to Katie for a little and you think you have it in the bag. You then decide to go to the kitchen and get a drink. Once you return to where Katie was, you see her flirting with another guy. The guy Katie is flirting with is much stronger than you, and you can see his frame popping through his shirt. Katie is attracted to him because he displays a large and masculine frame, and she decides to leave the party with him. He was able to attract Katie because of his hard work and consistency in the gym. Yeah, you went to the gym 3 times a week, but this man worked out twice as much as you. Just got more results. The most consistent man wins every single time. Being consistent will change your life because it will allow you to achieve everything you've ever wanted to in life. Let's say you wanted to learn how to play the guitar. If you were to practice 30 minutes every day, your progress will be adding up little by little and you'll start to see results as the days pass. Next thing you know, you can play songs solely off your memory because you have been consistent with your playing. Additionally, being consistent will make you an overall more interesting human being. Let's say you decide to be consistent with 3 things for the next 3 years. Those 3 things are playing the guitar, working out, and learning Spanish. If you work on these 3 things just a little bit every day consistently for the next 3 years, you will be a master in all these fields and you will be deemed a multifaceted individual. Having built these skills off of just being consistent will make you stand out from 98% of men. The average guy doesn't really do anything productive in their free time. Most of them waste time scrolling on social media, playing video games, and drinking themselves to degeneracy. In the span of those 3 years, the average guy would have surmounted to nothing. On the other hand, in those 3 years, you would have mastered 3 different skills, overall making you a more exotic individual, and you will see major benefits that come with that. With those new skills you've built, people will view you differently. You are given more respect by men. People want to get to know you because you're such an exciting individual. And women will be attracted to the knowledge and the skills you have learned throughout the years. Women want a man that knows how to do stuff. They want someone cultured. They want someone that can teach them things. They don't want a bum that just sits on their ass and just scrolls every single day. Remember, the most consistent man wins. One isn't just born with the trait of being consistent. Consistency is a skill that is learned, instilled, and then practiced. The first thing that will help you get on your way to being consistent is to build a timetable. There are many apps out there, but Google Calendars is the best one out there. Structure your day by the exact minute with goals and stuff you want to achieve throughout the week. You must follow your timetable every single day to your best ability, or else you will fall behind and lose all discipline. Another thing I did to build consistency was to get rid of all distractions. Back in the day when I had social media, I would get absolutely nothing done in the day. I would spend hours scrolling aimlessly on Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube, and next thing you know, it's nighttime and I'd done nothing with my day. But once you get rid of those distractions, you will realize how much free time you have in the day. With that time, you can learn skills, build yourself, and eventually reach the top 1% of men. Another thing to keep in mind is that since we live in an instant gratification world, everyone expects instantaneous results with anything they do in life. People will join the gym, work out for 2 weeks, and wonder where the results are. The same goes for aspiring YouTubers. They will make a channel, upload 5 videos, and wonder why they don't have thousands of subscribers. The truth is, it all takes time and consistency to get the results you desire. Instead of thinking with an instant gratification mindset, you must think long term. Let's say you want to learn how to play the guitar. A valuable practice would be to sit down for 3 minutes, close your eyes, and visualize the results you would have gained if you practiced the guitar consistently for a year. You will envision your future self with your future skills, and this will excite you. This exercise will give you major inspiration and motivation to go hard on your goals and to make these visualizations actually come true. Another thing I want you to keep in mind that I've mentioned multiple times throughout this video is that the most consistent man wins. You must instill this quote in your mind and make it your main focus. It will change the way you take on life. As a man, you're in competition 24/7. Your goal is to be the best version of yourself, attract a partner, pass your genes on to the next generation, and build an empire. If you aren't disciplined with yourself and lived a comfortable lifestyle like the average guy, your options for mating partners will start decreasing. You are setting yourself back, and the men who are consistent and disciplined with themselves will be the ones winning in life. Imagine the girl of your dreams gets taken by some other dude because he put in a little more work than you. That's tough, but this shit actually happens. To prevent this, you must avoid living the colorless average life that most men live and put in the damn work. Being consistent and disciplined will get you the results you've always dreamed of, but there are some dark sides I've faced with living a consistent lifestyle. Something that happens when you're consistent with your work is that when you start getting results with your goals, you will start to receive envy from others. And the sad thing is, the majority of this envy is from people you were close with, people in your circle. I remember one day I was going to see my high school friends that I hadn't seen in a couple months. And during those months that I hadn't seen them, I was going to the gym consistently, putting in the work and gaining muscle. When I arrived to their college town, They were all in shock by the progress I've made. I got praised and respected by many, but others were giving me hate. I cut the people off that gave me hate, and you must do the same thing when this happens. Once you start getting results, there's literally nothing you can do about this envy. It's gonna come whether you like it or not. But this envy is a good sign. Having haters means that you're heading towards the right direction in life. And you must keep going towards that right direction. The real ones will always have your back and will always be there to support you. Finally, this is probably the darkest thing that can happen with being consistent, so listen up. So just as one can be consistent with good habits, like we have mentioned throughout this whole video, one can be consistent with destructive habits. Let's say you eat like shit, play video games all day, and drink consistently with your friends. Yes, you're being consistent, but instead of improving your life, you're taking it in the opposite direction. You are actually leveling down, and next thing you know, 5 years have passed, you have a beer belly, and you have accomplished nothing in life. No men will respect you, and you will get no attraction from women. This all stems from your lifestyle. Avoid the comfort and boss your life up.